Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Real Street TV. My name is Marcus Lee, and I'm joined again by my wonderful guests, Liz Mytton and CJ Lee, who also happen to be my siblings. Great people. We are more than halfway through 2020, and I don't think it's the year that we thought it would be. At the start of the year, most of us had never heard of the coronavirus. We never thought we'd be living most of the year in a lockdown. We never thought we'd be homeschooling our kids. We didn't think we'd be standing 2 meters apart from everyone. But you know what? There's still a lot of the year left. But in this video, I'm thinking about 2021, thinking ahead already, thinking about what is next year going to look like. So I'm going to ask my siblings who are older than me and have a lot more wisdom. Guys, what do you think 2021 is going to look like?
Well, for me, I'm not sure what it's going to look like, because now after this year we know that anything could happen. But on a positive note, I'm really looking forward to just being able to touch people again. Something as simple as that. I never knew how much I needed to hug people or shake people's hands or to tap someone's shoulder just to communicate. And I think now that's been removed and there's that uneasiness around it. I just feel like I'm not connecting, I'm not getting to know people properly. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having that easiness again, being able to touch other people.
So, do you know what? I've got to say that I'm normally one of the most optimistic people in the room. But right now, I'm finding it really difficult to look forward to 2021 until we actually get through 2020. I think, Liz just said things are changing all the time. Nothing is promised, nothing is guaranteed. And I just think we've got a long way to go. And, for me, my focus is, taking care of my family, taking care of our health, making sure that we're doing the right things to, protect the community, protect the country. So, yeah, right now, 2021 seems a long way away.
I mean, do you guys think we're still going to be in a similar boat to the boat that we're in now? Do you think we'll still have distance? Do you think we'll still have restaurants that we feel anxious about going to? Liz, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely, I do actually. It might not be official. I mean, we don't know what the government's going to do, and it's already not 2 meters. It's 1 meter plus, whatever that really means. And even with 1 meter plus, or even with 2 meters, there were people who were ignoring that anyway. And I think the feeling now is just like it's moved, it's passed on. I'm always optimistic, but I just get this sense that something's going to happen in the winter, and I almost feel like I'd be wise just to prepare for it. So I don't know. I think there's going to be something. I don't think it's going to be back to the old normal. It might be us getting used to the new normal. But yeah, I'm not sure we will be able to do what I would like and be hugging and kissing and stuff again.
Look, I think I'm in a similar space. I think until we have a vaccine, I don't think we're going to be back to the old normal. And actually, I think there's been such a shift in how we act and what we do as communities, as families, as employers, as employees. There's been such a kind of immense shift in how we're required to do things, how we're required to get through our day. I don't think we'll ever be back to the old normal, but definitely in terms of managing the virus and getting through the pandemic, until we've got a vaccine, I think we are going to be in a very different kind of space socially and personally.
So final question then, and CJ, I'll come to you first with this one. How do you think we're going to look back on 2020? So July 2021, hopefully we'll be able to be sat on a beach somewhere, shaking the waiter's hand, flying around, fist bumping people and not overthinking it. We hope that's what life will look like. Do you think we'll look back on 2020 with any fondness? Is it a life-changing year? How do you think we're going to look back on 2020?
I would struggle to think about 2020 fondly. So much has happened this year. In my kind of sphere around kind of basketball and some of the things I watched, we lost Kobe Bryant earlier on in the year. That was such a big thing. We lost David Stern, who's a commissioner for the NBA. So I'll definitely think about those things. And then I'll think about the thousands and thousands of people that lost their lives through the pandemic because so many countries and governments weren't ready. And then once we knew it was here, some of us didn't take it seriously. There are still people talking about it being a hoax and just fake news. So I hope that when we look back to 2021, we think about an awakening, about recognising the importance of what we do in communities, as well as what we expect from our governments and larger organisations.
Liz?
Yeah, I agree. I think, fondly, no. It's a marked year. It's a year that we'll never forget. And I think, positive things might come out of it. I think people have got a new appreciation for their family, the joy of home, living simply, entertaining yourself. I think a lot of people have done a lot of unshackling from routines this year and realising that they're okay not doing the commute, and then they're okay not going to the pub every night, though, some people probably disagree with that. Yeah. So I think I remember it as a year of massive change and introspection, because you do that. It's one of those things. People are dying, people who you never would have thought were vulnerable have passed away this year. Young people, a real mixture of people, and I think that causes everyone to look inward. So, a year of introspection. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. It's really interesting, and I think for anyone who's watching this, would love to find out what you think about 2021 looking ahead. What do you think 2021 is going to look like? Would love to hear from you.